Everyone. Today is 24th of March and it is Friday. And really, I mean, index has really played its part today in confusing us as equity traders. Once again, they started off with mild sideway kind of movement. It was open flat, so SGX was absolutely zero. Overnight flow from US market was actually ended in green. However, the closing was really bad. And then there was a strong sell right in the beginning. There's a long unwinding that happened, and then it took a support about 17,000. Kind of short cover, and then a little bit of buy and it started consolidating around this point. So difficult to really pick up anything from this much information at this point, whether to go long or short. However, this move uh, here made me wait for the entries. So I didn't take any trade till about 11 o'clock. And then there was some more momentum on the upside. So this actually I took a couple of trades here. I think one trade was Crompton on the Viva bounce. I tried to go long. If we have a look at that trade, Crompton, so somewhere in the morning around 11 o'clock, that didn't work out. The next two candles, we had a stop loss there. So then after that, I continued to wait, and then the second trade I took was Ultratech. This looked little weak, multiple bounces on the VWAP. So this second bounce is where I actually took here, not this one. So this is the bounce that I took. Again, it was when the cement stocks are really strong, something that I'm observing. So we'll keep away from it from shorting for a few days. So once again there was this bounce. So this didn't work out as well. So I was very sure that that this long that was looking was actually a kind of short cover and not really strong. But a couple of buys was there, a couple of candles, but it more looked like kind of short cover, and it continued to go until the day's high. And afternoon, I saw three straight candles of sell, which confirmed that we would have a strong sell in the coming few hours. And with that affirmation, I wanted to go short. So I looked for all those that had gone up in the morning, and this one looked extremely good to short Aurobindo Pharma on the Bollinger trade, but it was too strong. I mean, I waited all the way from morning. This kind of candles were giving me kind of hindsight that this is getting weaker. It also had moved 180R all the way up, but nevertheless, even though it had a resistance here, it had broken it pretty easily in the morning. And this turned out to be another stop loss trade. That's a lesson learned, but can't do much. Such a weak day, you expect this to go down. Maybe a little more waiting period was needed. Maybe I shorted here. Had I shorted here, I would have still survived. But shorting here was not ideal, 12:30, because it kept going up. Around 145, it halted, moving upside. However, so that was the story in the morning. No clear sign. Some buys, strong sell here, affirmation afternoon, and then from here on it was one side move. So I took a couple of trades here. One was Tata Steel, the bounce on the VWAP, and the other one was in the copper. So these both trades I took similarly around 12:15, both of them, kind of close of 12:15 and 12:25, and squared up at the end of the day. So enjoyed this ride of Nifty. Also, I wanted to uh, correlate between Nifty 50 stocks and other stocks. So I wanted to be on positions. There were other stocks that were showing signs of weakness right around in the noon, but I preferred Nifty 50 stock, and Tata Steel was a good one. So large volumes of sell that you can see here. So I would, actually recommend you when Nifty is falling strongly, pick up those stocks that have correlation in terms of Nifty 50 stocks would be ideal rather than Nifty stocks in 200, just for that zone, that period. so you could capture the entire move because if you see Tata Steel also, it closed at the end of the day, so the entire move of Nifty is captured. So a few things here highlighting all of this. The stock play is important, but having a correct view becomes even more important. Reading Nifty becomes very important. Reading the index is very important because it's all correlated, because this is correlated to the world markets, because when you see this Dow Jones, I think around Europe Open, it just fell straight 400 points right from 12:30 to 4 o'clock. So when that is influenced, so that directly influences the decision making of FIIs. So that is again related to Nifty, and eventually, however the good stocks there are, I mean, if you're long today, it is very very difficult, except for you had found a way out to buy Aurobindo Pharma. I mean, the strategy didn't have any such entries around here. But I don't think any stock ended in green. If you see Nifty 50, I think Cipla was the one that was in mild green because it is already at 52-week low. So, I mean, what else to sell for here? I mean, so that is Kotak. Among that, all have fallen. I mean, considerably lesser fallen stocks were Kotak, IMF, Dr. Reddy. So what I would tell you guys is that, when it is a very, very strong index fall, I mean, however good your entry is, it will have a impact. So of late, I have adapted this to strongly understand Nifty first, and then have a view, and then play for the view. So today's play was confused, so I didn't take any trade in the morning. So post 11 o'clock, I took three trades with almost one long and two short, and nothing worked. So post 12 o'clock, things work. So little bit of patience when there is confusion. One works very well, and second, you can just sit out. It's a right day to sit out, because zero is far far better than my stop losses, and it's a pain and psychology. So that's it. That's about today's trade. Pretty difficult session, extremely difficult session to read through the Nifty, understand the psychology of all the other traders, and then to have a go with the risk. It's a tough day. I hope you guys have traded well. We'll come back Monday again. Thank you.